I'm Dr. Marilyn Kindig, and today we're going to look at Stage 2 of the UBD document. Stage 1 was the transfer goals, information, and skills for application. We had big ideas and answered essential questions. Now we're going to move on to Stage 2. In the first part, we're going to discuss performance tasks. The desired results. Then on the left side, we'll use codes from our transfer goals, our understanding goals, and we'll mark them as T1, U1, or U2. We need to know then how these students will demonstrate their understanding, and how should they do that? What criteria is going to be used then to see where their assessment will go? So the student will create something or demonstrate something in the performance tasks, and then for evaluation, we'll grade the student, we'll look for group dynamics. The student and teacher will be able to see what really has gone on in there. The project then will be generated and we'll be able to see in other class. In that success, Wiggins and McTighe developed grasps that will help discuss authentic tasks. G for goals for the real world. R for their role in the project. A for audience. S, situation, to be able to apply it into the real world. P for the project that is actually generated. And the second S is a standard. So any teacher should be able to judge other students based on your document. So looking at a rubric or a self-assessment, we will understand the grades that are given, and the students would be able to understand what we're doing for them. Performance tasks go back to meaning, transfer goals, and the tasks at hand. These assessments will apply factual knowledge and skills and meanings that will come later in their life, so they're able to use these issues. The other evidence then, on our rubric, the code would go here. So skill, transfer, and knowledge goals would go here with their codes labeled as in the first stage. So S1, 2, or 3. What other evidence are we looking for that will be able to show those things as above and as we discussed with grasps concept? And then other evidence that may be there. The degree to which this makes progress in their mind, may be the technical approach or the proposed work that the student is doing. Is it adequate? Have they demonstrated capability, completeness, clarity, adequacy, and are they able to use this later in life? When we go down then to the grading rubric and our critical assessment, we want to know what we're going to talk about with our grading rubric, and when we use that rubric with other people and other classes, the criteria and the description should be so clear that anyone could be a judge. The students could refer to the rubric then and see clearly what would be a good project for them. It's easier then for teacher grading after the rubric is made, although it takes a while to get the rubric done. The criteria can be found, and the grading is very transparent for every student. So here in our grading rubric, we would put the criteria here. Maybe we're doing a presentation. So the criteria would be the student will create an effective presentation. And then based on what the student is going to do, maybe it would be a group presentation. Has that student learned their knowledge to find and evaluate the information that's been asked? And then over to the exemplary, sufficient, needs revision, and no evidence categories. Let's just take one example. If the student is going to create then a group project to work together, did the students then, for exemplary, stay on task, make supportive comments, and all pay attention? Was it sufficient? Somewhat they stayed on task, they didn't help others. At times, they looked away and maybe looked at their cell phone. But for needs revision, they didn't stay on task. They ran over the time given, they weren't supportive, and they didn't participate. No evidence then would be the student did not participate or make comments. It would be very inappropriate. Thanks for watching Stage 2. Look for my next video for Stage 3. Right, Allie? Allie's my grand pup.